Hej, då fortsätter vi på andra avsnittet på Dragonhold DLC. Det vi varit avbröt nu. Så vi kör vidare. Då kommer vi ut i den här coola piratgrötta. Det är ganska häftig rand ser det ut som. Ja, lite coolt. Får jag springa och se lite hur det ser ut här. Ja, det är några andra som är och springer ser ut som. Det står en jättetigern igen. Ja, snyggt. Ja. Nej, vi får springa vidare. Så vi springer ner. Så det är det. Så kappar jag. Spelar jag. Det var ett litet coolt hus det här. Vi får tända den här vrejshinen där. Att säljer den då. Säljer den bra tror jag.
Guess the captain got the pounce back. He always practically.
Okej, han sålde ingen. Ja. Här har vi en kraftingstation. Den måste vi in och titta på. Där kom vi inte in heller vet du. Det var lost det. Typiskt. Ja. Då får vi köra vidare på uppdraget då. Tar vi här då. Lite mat. Ja. Nej, nu fastnar vi i trappan. Ja.
Zaji knew his gut was right. Only a truly great warrior could tame a dragon. Do you suppose the creature will let us ride it? Hmm? No. Best not to ask. This one would not want to be rude. Really? Of course you do. Who wouldn't want the daring Zaji by their side? The offer is tempting. Whoever defeats these dragons will have their names sung by moon singers for generations. Zaji is not one to hesitate, Walker. Not when a stranger asks him to sail to a dragon's island, and certainly not when that same stranger offers glory and fame. The crew of the Perfect Pounce will join your Dragon Guard. Ah, yes. Zaji will speak to the crew. However, there are two crew members you may wish to speak with personally. Dirge Traktor, the Imperial with a weasel face, and the beautiful Chisbari. Their particular talents may prove interesting.
Okej.
The Dragon Guard key! Who's a good-for-nothing lout now, mother? But you must be busy with the dragon, no? Zaji will speak to the crew on your behalf if you do not have the time to spare. Leave it to Zaji.
Okej.
Dirge Traktor has more book smarts than the rest of my crew combined. Now that's not saying much since most of my crew can't read. The Dragon Guard wrote many things, yes? Perhaps he can help you read them. Well, Dirge has an awful lot of contacts. He always helps us figure out who we can trust and how to avoid those who mean us harm. Maybe he can help keep track of our enemies in some fashion. Ah, she's Barry the Chipper, as she is known. You'll see why as soon as you hear her lovely voice. Aside from Casca, there's no one more dependable aboard the Pounce. Give her a task, and she'll get it done, yes? Zaji has not a single doubt, not a one. We may be just smugglers to you and the bearded one, but our hearts sing for adventure. They will all take up the call, this one is sure. Life on the seas is not easy, Walker. You must be able to adapt at a moment's notice if you wish to survive its many dangers. Storms, attacking ships, sea serpents. The Pounce's crew will learn to navigate the dangers of dragons just as readily. Of course. Zaji is their captain after all. This one is confident that his crew will become the greatest dragon guard to ever walk the sands of Elsweyr. It's just a matter of time.
Jag antar det. Ja, då springer vi vidare. Får vi se om vi hittar de där andra gökarna. De står där, ja. Får jag springa och prata med dem. Får vi se att de kunde då. Så där har vi någonting i ryggsäcken. Nej.
I can't believe we're in a Dragon Guard sanctuary. My father would tell me stories about the Order when I was little. Protectors of the Emperor, slayers of dragons, daring adventures. It was all quite exciting. You want me to join your order? I mean, that isn't to say I don't want to. Of course I do. I want to protect my home before the dragons destroy it. I didn't expect you to ask me to stay. We only face the darkness of fear so that we may find the light of courage. That's something my mother always told me. An old Red Guard proverb, she said. I'll join your Dragon Guard and protect my home. You have my word. I have to admit, our Dragon Guard does seem a little motley at the moment. Perhaps uniforms would help? I spent my childhood in Cyrodiil. My father was a commander under Emperor Leovic, and my mother was a Red Guard ambassador. Her name was Sadala. I had a tough time fitting in with my peers. They were always questioning who I was. Was I Imperial? Was I a Red Guard? They wanted to put me in a neat little box, but I didn't quite fit. Anyway, my father joined the Colovian Revolt and was given the rank of general by Emperor Varen. Father received orders to come to Central and help with the restoration. He didn't plan to take me along as I was only 13 at the time. Then my mother died, and everything changed. Exactly. And a new city helped take my mind off of other things. I felt so welcomed in Senchal. The Khajiit never questioned who I was or where I came from. To them, I was simply Alia. That was all that mattered.
Okej. Ja, då får vi springa och prata med nästa då. Tigern.
Our mysterious crew has
Eller att
departed.
det är.
Those left alive to depart, that is. They were dragon cultists, yes? It would certainly explain their choice of garb. This Latvalan must have an affinity for black. Very well. I will join your order. Why would I hesitate? These dragons killed many of my people, and I cannot fight them alone. So I will help you hunt down the beasts. A simple decision, yes? The Dragon Guard were a very strict order, yes? I doubt our crew would do well with too many rules. Perhaps some changes will need to be made. I have faced many enemies. Nothing was too big or too powerful for me to challenge. I didn't always win, but I could always fight. When the dragons came, this was no longer true. I would rather die on the sands of Palatine than hide away in foreign soil. This is a chance to make my stand. I will take it. Besides, if I thought your cause was impossible, I would have said no.
Ja, då springer vi vidare då.
Yeah. Can you see I'm reading? Trying to read. What letter does that look like to you? Oh. Thought it might have been some sort of code. Well, guess I'm free now. What do you want? Captain says a lot of things. Like more riches than we can count, and easy as a spring breeze. Now here we are, hunting dragons like they're some kind of sky whales. Well, you are anyway. I got books to research. Who'd have thought reading could be so handy? Anything, Dragon Guard. Books on killing dragons without getting eaten, I hope. When I scare up some leads, I could use your help retrieving them. I hear anything about those new moon fanatics while I'm at it, I'll let you know.
Siste är upp på toppen, ja. Naturligtvis, då får vi springa upp igen då. Vi kunde väl fått prata med en förut. Men alltså vi var här uppe väl.
What do you want? Not surprising. I am the only one who can keep a ledger around here. You hunt dragons. I figure out where the dragons are. And what to do with any parts you bring back, yes? It's the most obvious way to help.
Ja, då ska vi se. Då har vi pratat med alla. Då får vi springa tillbaka dit då. Okej. Ja. Då är vi tillbaka igen då. Verkar ju märkligt. Ja. Det är det. Ska vi se vad vi har varit eniga om.
Nathalar and I have come to an agreement. We'll work together to defeat Lotfalan, but only that. After our battle is won, Nathalar will peacefully depart from these lands. Now, what did Zaji say to my proposal? Excellent. I'll meet with him and his crew to discuss the particulars. For aiding me in the establishment of our new Dragon Guard, accept this reward. Oh, and talk to Nathalar when you have a moment. He requested your help with a small matter.
Det behöver han säkert, ja. Ja, då fick vi en ring och en skill point. Det är inte dumt. Vi ser vad han säger då.
You are wise to ally yourselves with me. Lotfalan will not stop until Tamriel is destroyed. He has raised an army and forced my brothers to join his crusade. Those who refuse die. He must be stopped for the good of my kind as well as for yours. A dragon's words have power few mortals understand. When we swear an oath, we are bound by it. That is our way. The dragon Yagrandu vowed to aid me in a time of need. We must seek him out and remind him of his oath. I do, but I do not know where he hides. I leave that task to you, as the Dragon Guard of old were known to be accomplished trackers. Seek the aid of a companion who knows this land well, and let them guide you. Now go, hunter. Find Yagrandu. Finding Yagrandu requires a test of skill rather than mere bravery. I am curious to see how you and your companions fare. Yagrandu ran afoul of a powerful dragon hunter in a time before the Dragon God. I found him, injured and cornered, and offered my aid. For a price. Knowing that his life was forfeit, he begrudgingly agreed. My kind call it a soul smear, a blood allegiance. It is an unbreakable bond, stronger than any vow uttered by a mortal. Yagrandu is bound to pay his debt by a magic older than any you know. If you find him, he will join our cause.
Okidoki, ja. Då fick vi ett uppdrag här igen. Då får vi springa tillbaka igen.
We're part of the Dragon Guard, Aelia. It's not stealing.
I think we should ask before putting them on.
But they look so good on you. Look what we found, Walker. Zaji has to say, the Dragon Guard certainly has style, though this one did decide to make a few alterations. Now, what's our next move? What does our dragon friend have up his scaly sleeve? A missing dragon, huh? Then you'll want to head to Kenarthi's Breath Temple. The priests there can find all sorts of things, if your cause is just. I'm certain they wouldn't mind helping the noble Dragon Guard defeat a great evil. South of Black Heights, Zaji's childhood village. Just follow the ringing of the bells, yes? You can't miss it. Zaji will meet you there? Yes, of course. This one is your resident expert, after all. He just did not realize that his first Dragon Guard mission would take him back to Black Heights. He hasn't visited since... well, he has never visited. Kenarthi is the goddess of the winds. She guides the Khajiit, ensuring our ships reach safe harbor and our souls find the sands behind the stars. With Kenarthi's power, the priests can guide us to what we seek. Something to do with the bells, Zaji thinks. He has never seen the ritual, of course. It is only performed in times of dire need, such as when a group of brave Dragon Guard must find a dragon, yes? The only thing remarkable about Black Heights is just how unremarkable it is. Nothing ever happens there. The villagers paint the wall of life. The priests pray to Kenarthi for guidance. It's all very, very dull. A big mural. The villagers each add to it before they die, preserving their stories for generations to come. Zaji remembers staring at it when he was a Jakajit. The stories of this one's ancestors made Zaji think... That's it. Merchants, weavers, fishers, and farmers. There were now stories of heroes, no glorious tales of adventure. All Zaji saw in that mural was a life too dull to contemplate. And so, this one ran away and never looked back.
Ja, ska vi med båten då?
It's settled. To Black
Ja,
Heights.
vi hopper ner väl.
And I'm coming with you.
What? You don't trust Zaji to handle this?
Not in the slightest.
Ja, då reser vi vidare. Ska vi se, var ska vi nu då? Nu ska vi upp dit. Okej, ja. Det var ett stycke att ta sig. Ja, nej, vi får hoppa på hästen och så kör det på.
Another ship went down.
Kan vi ta med skysharden på vägen. Det börjar bli kvällen ser det ut som. Tänder de lampor och grejer vet du. Då blir det snyggt. Vi ska åka tog den andra vägen egentligen.
Don't look away.
Det hade ju blivit lite närmare men vi får rida det här ändå då. Så där har vi ett uppdrag till också. Ja. På insidan där ja. Vi tar skysharden först. Kommer in då. Det är... Skysharden. Skyskölden har vi här. Ja, det skulle ju väl ha slöst då. Ska vi se. Ja, vi kör väl vidare till något då. Vi tar nästa skyshard på en gång. Det blir en boss här då. Den får vi ta en tid på det. Bossen har vi där, ja. Det var en papperslapp att läsa. Smart och lota här. Har en tur så kan det vara lite kister och sånt liggandes runt omkring. Pressera Word-bossarna. De platserna. Det kan löna sig att titta runt lite grann. Men sen väntar. Ja, vi ställer oss med de andra och så väntar vi faktiskt. Kör vi här Word-bossen här. Tjenare, vilken smäll det var där då. Den cirkeln skulle den ju inte stå i, det var ju helt säkert. Ja, vi fick en rejäl smäll i början. Den skulle inte stå in i den röda cirkeln i vart fall. Så kan det gå. Det var en redig smäll den fick när den stod i en röd cirkel. Ja, här har vi en Way-shrine igen. Vi måste nog hoppa ner här, vet du. Oh. Precis utanför, ja. Det var ju typiskt. Jag tänder miran först då. Så får vi rida upp här igen då. Nästa skyshard. Den har vi här. Ja, då rider vi vidare till uppdraget. Plocka lite sådär. Platinum. Det är dyrt som bara den där. Den platsen är ju... Nej, den är här. Så det var många sådana här konstiga ljud. Coolinga. Ja. De var inte aggressiva eller? Kan inte döda dem då? Nej. De kunde inte döda. Ja, så det är en världspostie. Tar väl och prövar att döda den nu. Det här. Ja. Ja, det var den folk här. Vi har tur. Släpper den ta en själv. Han är ju betydligt lättare om en är flera än själv. Ja, då har bossen här. Han gick ju ganska lätt ner när det var så många här. På loten då, där. Fick snappoint till slut. Annat intressant här. Nej. Ja, då springer vi vidare. Nej, en stycken så går det ganska lättvind. Dessa här världsbossarna. Annars kan de vara allt väldigt jobbiga. Vi tar den här vägen eller går det att ta den här vägen? Ja. Ingenting. Lite år måste vi ha. Vet du. Vi får plocka med oss. Frukter och bär i trä och grejer. Oj, här har vi skattkistor. Här måste vi ha det.
What am I going to tell my uncle? His moon sugar, his guard, even my cat. All lost.
Då har vi ett uppdrag till här.
Is that really you? My friend from Rothgar? It is you! Something has finally gone right in this hot and sandy land. I lost my uncle's goods, my guard. I even lost my cat. Mother was right. I never should have come here. You don't know the half of it. For a Khajiit raised by orcs in Rothgar, I always hoped to visit the land of my natural parents. But was I welcomed? No, I was robbed. My uncle trusted me. I was going to prove myself. Instead, I'm just a failure. We were taking my uncle's gourmet moon sugar to the market in Rimmen. We had just set up camp for the night when we were attacked. My cat Winks ran away. My guard, Maisie, chased after the thieves. I'm worried about them. Our camp isn't far from here, just over that rise and across the river. I looked, but I'm terrible at finding clues. Maybe you'll have better luck figuring out where the thieves went after they took my uncle's gourmet moon sugar. I worked up the courage to write to my Khajiit family. My uncle Hizikar answered. They said I was the best Khajiit trader in Hrothgar, and he invited me to help with a family business. I lied, but even I could see the quality of his moon sugar. Winks? Oh, she's a great cat. Curious, adventurous, brave. Except today, for some reason. She ran off at the first sign of trouble, and I haven't seen her since. I hope she's all right. That would be Maisie. She works for my uncle. Best caravan guard in the business. That's what Uncle Hizikar said. And I believe him. Maisie is fantastic. She's smart, funny, brave. She fought like an orc. Even chased after the thieves when they ran. And I did too, for a little while. Then I received a response to my letter, and my uncle invited me to southern Elsweyr. I may have exaggerated my level of experience, which is why Uncle Hizikar trusted me with his precious cargo.
Okej. Vi ska springa till campen där, okej, ja. Ska vi ta det först då?
This is where it happened. One moment I was spending a nice evening with Maisie and Winks. The next, those tuskless bastards were upon us. This is where it happened. They came out of nowhere. I remember getting hit and knocked to the ground. When I recovered, Winks was gone. But I heard Maisie shouting. She was chasing after those tuskless thieves. I want to say 3, but it was dark, and they came at us so fast. Had to be at least 3 to haul away my uncle's gourmet moon sugar. There could have been more. I hope for Maisie's sake it was only 3, though. I'm not an expert. I don't even like this stuff. But the purity of my uncle's moon sugar, well, it practically glows. He also adds herbs grown in the same fields to give it something extra. Anyway, look around and see if anything stands out.
Ja, vi får titta runt lite då. Får se om vi hittar någonting.
Looks like they dropped one of the sacks. So, not a total loss.
Kistetien. Ja, naturligtvis ska han bråka då.
Found my dagger. My brother Avreg gave it to me before I left Hrothgar. That sound. Did you hear that? Winks! What is it, Winks? What are you trying to tell us? Winks, can you take us to Maisie? Woohoo! Look at Winks go! Follow that cat! Smugglers. You did it, Winks. Good kitty. I knew Winks could do it. I asked her to find Maisie, and she led us right to this spot. Winks has never failed me before. She's an expert tracker, you know. My brother Avreg would use her to find me when I got turned around on a hunt. I want to rush down there and rescue Maisie, but I'd probably just make matters worse. I can't tell you how much I'd appreciate it. Besides, I'm still feeling a little discombobulated from the attack. I'm gonna take Winks and find a place to hide. We'll meet up with you when Maisie is safe and sound.
Okej. Hade inte tänkt gå ner där nu. Det gör det kanske. Ja, du tänkte köra main-uppdraget, men vi får ta och göra det här första. Där har vi någonting.
If you aren't a smuggler, this one would appreciate being set free. Macy does not know what these bastards did with our moon sugar. Maybe you could look around while this one checks on her friend.
Ja, ska åka vidare hit. Ja, vi vill inte stoppa dem.
Macy cannot believe she allowed these stinky smugglers to... Let Macy see that. The note mentions that a third of the shipment is headed to Senchal, while the rest was taken to 2 drop points. One by the river north of the swamp, and another at an old farm. Too many places for Macy to cover by herself. He did. Jasim is not like other Khajiit. He's different. Macy will find Jasim and try to intercept the smuggler going to Sanchal. Could you go to the drop points and retrieve the rest of the stolen moon sugar?
Maisie! Winks and I were so worried. I see you met our friend.
This one is pleased to see you as well, Jasim. While your friend
Baklänges nu då, i uppdragen.
we must hurry to Sanchal.
Well, that accounts for one of the portions. What about the other 2? My uncle could be ruined if he lost 2/3 of his harvest. Then I owe you even more, friend. Well, my time here has been one disaster after another. I think I want to stay in Elsweyr and learn the family business. But if I lose the moon sugar, my uncle will disown me and send me back to Rothgar. Don't be silly. I can visit them and write to them whenever I like. But this is a chance to get to know my Khajiit mother's family. To learn what it means to be Khajiit. And Maisie, well, she's really quite something, isn't she? I can't imagine that's true. She's so confident, so full of fire and steel. We're nothing alike. No, I think I'll keep those particular thoughts just between us, if you don't mind.
Ja, då får vi springa vidare. Så vi kan hämta det här munsugar då. Det var ju liksom ett fel höll detta uppdrag, men det var en liten papperslapp upp. Den får vi läsa. Där har vi ett uppdrag till. Ja, det är väl lika bra vi tar namn på vägen av idag. Det har vi här. Det uppdraget.
They said my concoction wouldn't work in Elsweyr, but Vigwin proves the doubters wrong yet again. Especially special recipe. Drink it down and you can see and hear beings that exist beyond the spectrum of our pedestrian perceptions. It's really a remarkable experience. You haven't lived until you've heard the song of the elusive sand whales of Elsweyr. The best stuff, I assure you. It contains... Hey, nice try. But no way I'm going to reveal my secret recipe. Unfortunately, I seem to have misplaced my last 3 bottles of ingredients. Must have lost them while I was watching the sand whales. You would find Vigwen's lost ingredient bottles? Oh, thank you, stranger! I promise to make a new batch with those ingredients so that you can experience the joy of the sand whales personally. How refreshing. Most people laugh when I tell them about the snow whales of Skyrim and their cousins in Elsweyr. You can only spot them while under the influence of my special concoction. For a time, you can see them fly by and listen to their song. Oh yes, they are totally imperceptible without my special concoction. Once you do see them in all their wonder and listen to their beautiful song, you'll never look at the world the same way again. I guarantee it.
Ja, det gör det säkert. Var är de grejerna? Där. Okej. Vi tar moonsugar först. Ja. Vi tar det uppdraget senare. Annars blir det att vi kör lite på uppdraget där och lite på uppdraget där. Och det blir bara rot till slut. Det är lite krokodiler ligger där i floden där.
Hey, over here.
Här har de ett uppdrag till. Ja, det hoppar vi över nu. Vi sätter en markerare där, tror jag. Nej, vi kan ta det uppdraget. Nej, det tar vi sen. Sätter en marker och tar det senare. Hade vi den där grejen. Röter? Nej. I staden ska vi egentligen då få lämna in det då. Vi tar och reser dit vi. Vi släpper och springer. Jag får passa sig så jag inte blir trött i benen. Vet du. Det går inte.
North Point was liberated, but did you hear what Baron Dorell?
Jaha du. Sprang ett fel öl vi. Så kan det gå. Det var ju dumt att det andra uppdraget vart markerade det plötsligt.
What a good idea, Jasim. If we sell to merchants here in Senchal, we can turn a much faster profit for your uncle.
Oh, friend, we were so worried. You were gone so long, and we haven't been able to find the smuggler or the moonsugar bound for Senchal. Please tell me you had better luck. Even if you didn't, tell me anyway. I need some good news right now. Seriously? You aren't pulling my tusk, are you? No, of course not. Well, that is good news. Now, if only we knew where to find the last portion of the stolen moon sugar. Let me see that. Oh, this is terrible. If the smugglers go through with this plan, they'll ruin my uncle's reputation. No one will ever buy his gourmet moon sugar again. Oh, friend, could you go across the bay and recover the last of our cargo? If you can recover the last of the gourmet moon sugar, I have a plan that I think will impress my uncle and show him I am good for the family business. Well, once we recover the gourmet moon sugar, instead of incurring the expense of traveling all the way to Rimmen, we sell the cargo here. Maisie thinks it's a good plan. We may not get as much as in the big city, but we'll earn a fair price. Not yet. My uncle gave me a contact in Rimmen, but I don't know anyone here in Central. Luckily, Maisie has made plenty of runs for my uncle. She thinks she can introduce me to the right merchants here in town.
Okej. Då ska vi dit upp, ja. Då kör vi vidare på main-uppdraget först. Ja, nå var det mye springing fram og tilbake. Så kan det bli ibland. Som regel brukar ni få dessa uppdrag, så brukar det gå att samma höll som main-uppdraget, men det gjorde det inte då. Vart det två olika vägar.
Zaji, I don't like your tone. Is there something you're not telling us?
Well, this one may not have left home on the best of terms.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zaji. I didn't mean to pry. Do you want to wait outside?
Lovely, Aelia. Your words are as a soothing balm. With you by Zaji's side, he can do anything. Let's venture forth.
Ja.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Mother!
Katten.
It's been so long.
Out! Out of this temple! You disrespect Yanarthi with your very presence.
Please, this is important. We're trying to save all of Elsweyr.
Then this one will speak with your companions. As for you, out!
Zaji will, wait outside.
Zaji claims you seek to save Elsweyr, yes? Dedali doesn't believe anything that comes out of that insolent cob's mouth. But you should not be judged for his failings. Why have you come here? A noble quest. Unfortunately, this temple will be of little help. We lost one of our sacred temple bells many years ago. We have not been able to call upon Kanathi's guidance ever since. Dedali's Jekozit of a son stole it. That is why Zaji is no longer welcome in this temple. Still, Kanathi shows grace in all things, even betrayal. If you find the bell and return it, this one will search for your dragon. Once you return the bell, Dedali will call the winds of Kanathi to lead you to what you seek. Should all go well, they will take you to this dragon. This is a place of worship, dedicated to Kanathi, goddess of the winds. She fills Gariti sails and guides our ships to safe harbor. She carries the souls of the departed to the sands behind the stars and leads our heroes
to glory. We pray to Ganarthi to share her knowledge, for all of Tamriel feels the caress of her winds. We train to hear her words in the ringing of our sacred bells. Through them, we can find that which is lost. So you must get Zaji to return the bell. Why Zaji would perform such sacrilege is beyond this one's wisdom. It wasn't that the Dali was surprised he left. Anyone could see his paws itched for travel. But to steal from our holy temple? The Dali did not become clan mother of Black Heights for holding a grudge. Anyone who seeks to help Elsweyr against these terrible dragons deserves our aid, even if it means dealing with the Dali's traitorous son.
Okej.
You would think a life devoted to the divines would make Mother a bit more forgiving. Well, what did she say? Zaji had trouble hearing your conversation from the other side of the gate. Stole? That is not the exact word Zaji would use. Regardless, returning it would be tricky. To purchase the perfect pounce, Zaji sold the bill to the Skooma Lord, Bahazar the Bull. Said trade involved certain promises. Zaji happened to mention that the bell could be used to find things, which is entirely true. Of course, this one had no idea how to use the bell in that way. Bazahar was not pleased when he learned this. Murderously so. Zaji has made a point to keep track of Bazahar's movements to avoid a confrontation. For example, he currently hides out in Moonlit Cove. If we want the bell, we'll have to sneak in and steal it back. Moonlit Cove is just south of here, right on the coast. A beautiful place to visit, if you ignore the skooma dealers and the pirates skulking about. The cove's waters are filled with moonlight. Many go to drink from its waters, for its holy properties, you understand. At least they used to. Now a skooma lord has taken over, laying claim to the sacred water and attacking anyone who enters. Ugh. Bazahar has some harebrained scheme. Probably thinks the moonlit water can be used to make more potent moon sugar, which in turn could make more potent skooma. But what does Zaji know about skooma? Less than you might think, yes. No idea. Zaji knows he's there, somewhere, but Zaji has never gone in for a closer look. We'll just have to do what Zaji does best. Improvise! In Zaji's defense, he stole a lot of things that night. Besides, how is he supposed to know the bell was so important? The temple has so many, he just thought Mother would replace it. So Mother claims, but how special can one tiny bell be? Zaji thinks she just wants to punish him, make him run all over southern Elsweyr to prove how sorry he is. And he will, for the Dragon Guard. But that doesn't mean he will like it.
Okej, ja, då får vi se om vi kan hitta en klocka då.